In this video, I'm going to show you an example of a successful drop servicing website that is doing over $100,000 in sales per month. I'm going to show you their website. We're going to break down where they get their traffic from, and we're also going to look at their ads and see how they create their ads. So by the end of this video, you're going to be armed with enough knowledge to start your very own successful drop servicing website. All right, so it's not a secret that one of the greatest opportunities right now in 2021 is to start a drop servicing business. Because of the pandemic, the shipping times from AliExpress China are super long, and drop shipping is not an option. And when it comes to drop servicing, there's pretty much all the upside to what there is from drop shipping, and then there is no downside from drop shipping. So there are no shipping times, your profit margins are great, and you're not keeping stock, or in this case, you're not having to create these services yourself. If you're a little confused right now, don't worry. Just in a second, I'm gonna go into more detail and show you everything in depth, but just stick with me for now. And a quick little warning before we go any further is that this is not your typical drop servicing website as you might imagine it. Perhaps when you think about drop servicing, you think about boring services such as website development or book cover designs. And the website we're going to look in this video is none of that. Instead, the website that we're going to look at in this video is going to be focused heavily around branding, repeat customer rate, and actually services that are very fun and rewarding to create. All right, let's jump inside of my computer and I would like to show you everything, the website, the ads, the traffic, and we're gonna break everything down. So we're inside of our computer and this is how Turned Yellow looks like. So this is their homepage. You can see they have a very nice banner that is dedicated towards Valentine's Day sale. And they say that it's a 50% off store-wide. But however, they always have that 50% off no matter what it is. So that means that they're just acquiring new customers all the time, and they need to have a reason for why they have that 50% off. It's just a psychological thing to get people to buy. So yeah, then we scroll down, we can see that they have a little instruction on the homepage how it works. And then they have these images of, another more kind of visualized explanation on how to place an order. So you choose the number of people, you choose the picture style, add a background, and then you can print your illustration once you get it. And you can see right now that they have 7,473 reviews. And this is amazing because these reviews are real and that number increases all the time. So by the time I publish this video, if you go into their website, they're going to have more reviews than this number. And then here at the bottom, they have a little video of this famous person, I don't know who he is, say that he's very happy with how Turned Yellow turned him. And then, yeah, and then just a little footer right here. And this is important here to mention that they say that they are in no way associated with or authorized by The Simpsons, right? So they make it very clear that they're not associated in any way. So let's go to the main product page and see what they do here. So you can see right here that their theme is heavily custom coded. So you can see right here that they have these swatches right here, right? So instead of having a drop-down menu, they have these swatches. And I'm gonna tell you in a minute how to do that, but just let's take a look at there. So they have a little instruction here of what you need to do. And then, yeah, and then at the bottom here, they have the description, the reviews, and the frequently asked questions. And then they have a big image here showing examples of them turning people into yellow characters. So let's take into more in depth about how they actually, and you can see right here, they have a lot of examples prepared for Valentine's Day. So, for every occasion, they have their own background. So right here you can see that they have Valentine's Day couch and they have a Valentine's Day house. So that's pretty cool, for every occasion they have their own background, and that's, that shows that they're actively working on this website. And then, yeah, so for these, for how the product page is done, you can see right here that these swatches, they were created most likely with bold options. I'm gonna put a screenshot right here on the of the app, so you can create that with that application. And same goes with these drawing notes box here. And then for these upload image here buttons, that is created with an application called Uploadery, right? So you can get those apps in the Shopify App Store. Super easy to use. And yeah, and then they have the price. So remember how I said that the profit margins are great? Well, I just want to quickly show you something. Take a look at this. So they have 2 people, full body, on just a Valentine's Day couch, and they charge $95 for that. Well, if you take a look on Fiverr, 2 people, full body, you can get it for like $10. They say that 1 person is 10, but then they include the background. But if you contact the artist and you negotiate, you can easily get it for $5 for full body. So yeah, the profit margin here after paying the artist is $85. So it's truly is a great opportunity. And so you might be thinking, wow, okay, so they're selling for $95, they're getting it for 10. I wonder how much traffic they're having. So let's actually take a look at that and see how much traffic they're getting. Oh, and by the way, before we go into the traffic, I just want to quickly say that this website is custom coded, right? So they most likely used a debut theme in Shopify, and then they used the website developer to customize the theme. If you want to go that route and you want to really make your website not a standard Shopify thing but custom coded, you can go into Fiverr and you can look for Shopify custom code, and there are going to be a lot of people here who will happily help you and make your website look as you wish to. And you can just say, hey, listen, I have this website, make it look like Turned Yellow. Then they're gonna give you a quote, and they're gonna make your website look like Turned Yellow. So that just kind of a little tip here on how you can customize your website to make it look like Turned Yellow, right? All right, so let's take a look at their traffic and see how much traffic they're doing. So as you can see right here, their peak month was in November, of course, and they did 135,000 people on the website. Usually the standard measure is kind of like you get $1 for every person that visits. But so you can say that they did around 135,000 in November, and I would estimate that that's kind of accurate. But we can also calculate it the other way. If we open our calculator here and we say that, for example, they did 135,000, and we say that their conversion rate is around 1.5%. So we multiply that by 0.015. We're gonna say that they got 2,025 orders in November, and then we are going to multiply that by how much the average order value is. So let's say, for example, that the average order value is around $120, and I came up with that number from taking into account that 2 people is $95, and then that's probably the most popular one for them. But then there's also a percent of people who order more than 2 people. So the average between those is probably around $120. So let's just take that and let's multiply 2,025 by 120. And that's gonna give us $243,000 in sales in November, right? So you can see that they've almost doubled the number. Then you can see that we've estimated first time from looking at their traffic. Okay, so let's take a look at where they're getting their traffic from. So you can see right here that they're getting 16% from social. That means Facebook advertisements, and then they're getting direct and search the majority of their sales. And the direct and search, that is basically Google Ads. So we're not going to take a look at their Google Ads in this video, but I would like to show you their social ads, right? So ads in Facebook and Instagram. So if we take a look right here, this is Facebook ad library. This is available for everyone. And let's take a look at all the countries. And yeah, so these are the ads that they're running. I actually haven't seen this ad before, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so it's kind of just like a slideshow. Yeah, so you can see it's super bright, and yeah, and then they have just static images for Valentine's Day right here. And then what I wanted to show you is I wanted to show you these. It's called UGC, or user generated content ads. So these ads have been recorded by actual users or their customers, right? And this is an example of what it means to have a UGC ad. So it says take a photo, upload it to the website, and then it's a call to action to get yours now at turnyellow.com. So you can see at how the ads are done. It's basically just regular people reacting to a picture or an illustration of them in this yellow style. And this is super effective, because on social media, people go not to buy necessarily, but they go to consume content. They go to check out their friends' posts. And this ad blends in with the native content on these social medias. And so that's why it's working super well for them. And if you're going to do this kind of drop servicing kind of custom illustrations, then I would highly suggest you try and really model these UGC ads. And the easiest way to do this is by drawing a couple of your friends and then actually going ahead and sending them a framed poster and then saying like, hey, listen, you're gonna get a present from me soon. Do you mind recording a video reaction? And they won't know what it is, so their reaction is going to be genuine. And that's exactly what you want to achieve. You want to have a genuine reaction from people who unsuspect what's going to happen. So yeah, and then they run these ads to people worldwide who showed an interest in Simpsons, and then they just rely on the algorithm and they say, hey, algorithm, this is the offer, right? We turn people into yellow avatars. This is the ad, and the objective we want to get purchases. And you can assume how much data they have, because these guys have been in the game for a while now. And so the more data they have, the stronger their lookalikes are. And basically just the algorithm finds customers for them every single day. And yeah, so that is an example of what it means to have a successful job servicing website. Okay, and lastly, I want to show you something also really cool that is also related to Turned Yellow, and that is how they make extra money from people who have already bought from them. So on the front end, they sell digital illustrations, right? So they don't sell any physical products. That's job servicing. But then once the customer gets his illustration, they offer him to print it for him and send it to their home. So they have a website called shopturnyellow.com, and here they sell canvases, they sell framed posters, phone cases, stickers, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever, right? Mugs. And they fulfill this, and you might be thinking, well, this is not drop servicing, right? If they're selling these, physical, but this is drop shipping, and this is print on demand. So once their illustration is ready for the customer, they tell the customer, hey, listen, would you like to print your illustration so you can hang it on a wall or give it as a gift? And 70% of people say yes. And then so they send the people to Shop Turned Yellow, and these guys from Turned Yellow, they make an additional $20, $30 by selling these print on demand products. And the beauty about this is that they're not spending any more money to get the customer in the door, because they already have the customer, right? He has already bought from them. So now all they need to do is they just say, hey, would you like to print your illustration? And 70% of customers say yes. And that is how they make more money from each customer than they would. All right, so this was my take of an example of a successful drop servicing website. If you found this video helpful, I would appreciate if you could smash that like button. Moreover, if you want to see more videos like this from me later on, then make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also hit that notification bell. And on this note, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Till next time.